Hello there and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be telling you about some recent makeup favourites from Aliexpress. Anyway, okay guys, so I've got a whole bunch of favourites and I have also done kind of first impression / reviews on many of these items, specifically the eyeshadow palettes. That didn't make sense, did it? I said many of these items specifically, as if to say, actually it's not many of the items, it's only the eyeshadow palettes, which is the truth of the matter. But anyway, I will try and remember to link the reviews of the eyeshadow palettes I'm about to talk about in the description so that you can see them in a lot more detail if you're interested to. But yeah, we're just going to jump right in. Because this is a favourites video and I'm a big believer that it is more powerful to show as opposed to just simply tell. Oh my gosh, it's definitely, I can just tell it's going to be one of those videos today. But yes, so I have tried to incorporate a few, I was going to say many, but then I realised it's not many, it's just like a couple of the items that I'm not going to be talking about in my look today so that you can actually see them in action. The first product that I really want to kind of rave about and show some love to today is by, well, I don't know what the name of the brand is, which is quite typical with Aliexpress makeup. They don't like to put their brand on their products, which is strange, but I feel like that's because it's kind of like, is it black label or white label? I have no idea. I know it's either black label, white label when different kind of makeup brands, as opposed to manufacturing, like creating, producing their own products, they will just buy a product and then they'll put their branding all over it. So I've just realised it's not one of those things because there is a complete absence of branding on this. But if it was white label or black label, we still don't know. It would actually have its branding all over it. So I don't think it's that. But oh my gosh. So this is this. I can't say who it's by. Let's just call it the Tom and Jerry palette. It's not a palette, I've just realised it's a blush, but oh well. So this is actually a mineralised blush / highlighter. For some inexplicable reason, it looks like a piece of cheese. And I mean, I don't know how you could think to yourself, like, this is a beautiful mineralised, like very subtle but very glowy, like pop of pink. I've got a great idea. Let's make it in the shape of a cheese. And there's someone at the back of the consultation saying a cheese? But why? And there's someone else over in the other corner is saying, but I don't see the connection between the mineralised blush and the cheese. Like, where is the synchronicity, the synonymity? Where is this connection? Like, where is it? I'm missing it. And then it's like the managing director just stands up and says, look, do you know what? I ain't got time for this. Thank you for whoever made this cheese suggestion. We're going to just run with that idea. I don't know. We're not even going to put a brand on this product anyway. So who the feck actually cares? Oh, do you know what? I need to stop talking so much. I just talk too much. I went, stop fucking talking. You're talking way too much today. This is ridiculous. Nobody wants this level of talking. They just don't. Okay, so this is a absolutely gorgina, very kind of cool toned pink mineralised blush. She gives you a little bit of glow. She gives you a little soupçon of a cool toned pink on your cheeks. But she is extremely discreet. It's very subtle. You definitely do have to be willing to kind of go in with this, like dip in multiple times in order to get any kind of real colour payoff. I'm actually wearing her today. I do actually have one of the blushes that I'm about to mention underneath, so please, like, she cannot take all the credit for the level of pinkness on my cheeks, but she definitely can take the credit for this beautiful icy pearly glow. I think she's perfect, but just keep in mind you'll probably have to book half a day off work in the morning just to build her up, you know. Don't worry, it's fine, because when you actually venture into work in the afternoon, you're going to look so fabulous. And all of your colleagues will just be so absolutely charmed by your beautiful cheeks. They won't care that you took such a last minute morning's annual leave. They won't. So they'll love this, but I just wish I knew who it was by, because then it probably would have saved a lot of time in talking about it. Okay, so next we have some magnetic falsies, and honestly, like, the brand doesn't necessarily matter too much, I've realised, but my favourite brand is the Sexy Sheep magnetic lash brand. I know you're sat there thinking, Anwen, are you for real here, or are you just taking the piss? Surely there's no brand in existence, whether it be magnetic lashes or whether it even be vibrators. There is just no brand in the world that has the name Sexy Sheep brand. I'm not joking, it's actually true. Like, this is the Sexy Sheep brand. But yeah, I just think that you can just buy any magnetic lashes really from Aliexpress and they're going to be good. Oh my gosh, disclaimer, don't sue me if that's not correct, because I've not tried all of the... Oh, fire engine just went past. Do you know what? I get really excited when a fire engine goes past. There's just like something within my body, like my womanly loins, that just gets very excited. Like, ooh, there's a hot truck going by with a bunch of brave, heroic men inside. And I just think, oh yes, you can come and ride. I want to ride in your truck. That's what I think. I'd love to ride in that truck. Anyway, guys, so yeah, so this particular set is from the infamous Sexy Sheep brand. So what was that noise? I hope that wasn't the bunnies finally pulling down my yucca plant, because they've been trying to eat that thing for the last month. It could be, but you know what? I feel like there's no hope left for the yucca plant. If it has met its fate, the bunnies, they probably are all over it. There'll be soil everywhere. I just say let them enjoy it now. Let them enjoy it. They can have a party down there for a bit. They don't live an exciting life, let's face it. So anyway, so yeah, I really love these magnetic lashes. I absolutely preference magnetic lashes over falsies any day. If magnetic lashes had not been created, I just wouldn't be wearing falsies, because I just don't have time for traditional false lashes that require a lash glue. Ain't got time for it, can't do it, just don't want that kind of toxicness in my life. I love these magnetic lashes, and do you know what? I should not be so proud of myself, and the fact that I'm even like boasting about this, and yes, let's face it, I am boasting about this, is quite sad, honestly. But I came up with a really imaginative and very unique and innovative storage solution for my magnetic lashes, because I was realising that I was just like, you know, taking my lashes off, popping them anywhere, they'd go missing, never see them again. So I just thought to myself, do you know what? I have to come up with some kind of storage idea for this. Do you know what? I feel like I'm pitching on Dragon's Den right now. Like, I'm just telling the dragons how I came to invent such a solution to a very challenging problem that I had. But anyway, so my boys have these like magnet, just, I don't know what they are. They're like magnet balls. It's like a kid's toy, and you can like play with them and like build things, and basically you just like stick lots of magnets together. But anyway, Alex had left like a row of the balls in my makeup room, and oh my gosh, it was just like a eureka moment. The light bulb was turned on in my brain. I said, eureka! I've thought of my storage solution. So I got my glue gun out. I glue gunned a row of the magnet balls to my wall, and then now that's my little wall mounted storage solution for magnetic lashes. I may trademark this. I don't know how I can, but if I could, I damn would. I damn well would too. But yeah, feel free to steal this idea. I know nobody wants to do this today. Nobody wants to be glue gunning magnetic balls to their wall. It was an act of desperation, guys. What can I say? I'm a cheapskate. I didn't want to just be constantly buying new lashes. But anyway, I love that. And I also created myself a little like string storage solution, which admittedly wasn't as imaginative, but still extremely functional and practical and very useful. So I don't know, I just had afternoon of like creativity. I was like, yes girl, bang out these inventions, you will be on Dragon's Den by the end of the week. Anyway guys, so I mean, I'm losing my tone of thought tone of thought. What does that even mean? It makes no sense. Oh my gosh, guys. I'm losing my train of thought is what I'm losing. I'm losing my mind as well by the sounds of it. But do you know what? I need to be quick. I need to get through the video. Taking too long. This is ridiculous. I just feel like my life is just ridiculous at this point. Apart from when I have creative sparks and create magnet storage. That's brilliant. I'm great then. But okay, so guys, let's just get through this quickly. So I really love these Sexy Sheep magnetic eyelashes. Would definitely recommend. Okay, so guys, the next product is the blush. You're thinking, Anwen, why are you speaking so fast now? Why? Oh my gosh, right, I just need 5 minutes, I think. I need to reset myself, it's kind of like the human equivalent of restarting your computer. I'm just going to restart. I'm just going to have a moment. Or if you're anything like my laptop, I'm going to have an hour between restarting again because I'm just old, tired and overused. So this is me restarting, okay. Okay, I am back and hopefully I'm going to be more linear in my thinking, very straightforward, no mistake. I'm already going off on tangents. Okay, that restart did not help. But anyway, okay, so the next product we have is a beautiful highlighter. I believe I have mentioned this one a few times. It's by the Hood Emoji brand and it is quite simply called the Highlighter Beauty. It's got 3 check boxes on the back. One of them says boggist. The other one says baddest. The other one says, I think it says sex pest. Sex pest. Okay. And forget about those check boxes on the back. So this is, it claims to be in the shade Rose. Again, no, this whole highlighter is just, it's throwing up more questions than answers at the moment and I'm confused, but oh well. So this is a beautiful light pink shade just for the purposes of showing you what this looks like, because remember this is show and tell time. I am going to pop just a little peppering of this on just so that you can see. Do you know what, right, I was feeling a bit down on myself. Just generally, I'm always feeling down on myself, but in particular, I was feeling down on myself, in regards to YouTube, making my videos. I was thinking, oh, I'm shit. Nobody loves me anymore. I'm crap. I'm just boring. I'm not interesting. Nobody wants to watch my videos anymore. And I was trying to think about, are there any ways I could improve? What could I change? And I just finally came to this realization that I just want to be myself. And I always have been myself, or I've kind of felt like I've been myself in videos, but I think over time maybe I kind of zipped up myself a little bit, maybe just closed off myself a little bit, and I just realised, no, I'm just going to be myself, and if people don't like that, then fine, and if they do, then great. But I think that is to explain why maybe I'm a little bit quirkier than usual today. It's just because I just decided that I give no fucks anymore and I just want to be fully myself. And this is me, and I know I'm so annoying, but I just don't want to not be myself. I mean, not that I was ever not being myself, but I am not holding back. I'm not censoring myself anymore. So okay, so guys, I feel like I just kind of overtook the whole application presentation with me just having some kind of inner dialogue about the traumas and tribulations I've been going through recently. But anyway, I'm going to pop some more on so she can have a moment. So this is her going on. So as you can see, she's very, very shiny. She's kind of like that whole ooh, I'm a glass skin. Ooh, I'm a wet. Just stop hammering while you're ahead. Stop, girlfriend. So I feel like she really does give this beautiful kind of wet skin, glassy skin, very glowy skin, healthy skin, just all round very highlighted skin look. But she looks very natural. She doesn't look heavy or powdery or something else which I can't quite think of right now. She just looks very sleek, and I think she just makes your face look really beautiful. So I really like her because she makes me look shiny, but in a good way, shiny. Does my chair need a bit of WD-40, or has she always been this creaky and I've just never noticed. Right, so guys, the next item I want to show you is a blush. This is in the shade Sparkling Pink Rose Balls on a Unicorn Penis. I don't know what's it called. It's called Sparkling Unreal. So this is a beautiful kind of hot pink shade. It does have some tiny little kind of iridescent silver glitters in there. So it adds to this whole kind of, ooh, sparkle fantasy moment. So I do have this on today, but I used an extremely light hand because unlike her no-name unbranded sister, this one is very pigmented, like very pigmented. What you need is to mix both these two together and I think you'd have the absolute most perfect formulation. But this is gorgeous. Like, she definitely is a amazing dupe for, let me just show you guys, let me show you. Okay, so she is a dupe for Desire, which is by NARS. I know Desire looks a lot more pinker, but I promise you, like on the cheeks, especially if you were to build this one up just a tiny bit, oh my gosh, like the likeness is unreal. So I would definitely recommend it if you're a fan. I feel really weird, like I'm like here facing this way, like talking to her. I'm like, what is going on? I'm gonna give myself like some kind of weird like crick in my neck or something. But yeah, if you're a fan of like a hot pink blush, which when I say it like that, it makes me think probably not a lot of people maybe, but if you are one of the fabulous people that are, then I think you would love a Sparkling Unreal on a Unicorn's balls. You will love it. Okay, so next we have an eyeshadow palette. This is by the Kookami brand and it's called the That's Taupe palette. So I'm actually wearing this today so that you can see what she looks like. But you can definitely see the colour story is very cool toned, very kind of neutral. Could be every day, but could very easily be kind of glammed up for going out in the evening, or just like if you're like me, just for hanging out at home, wanting to feel glamorous, because you've got these really kind of like beautiful, very still cool toned metallics within the palette. A couple of these metallics are very sheer, so they're a bit disappointing, but they work really, really beautifully over a matte shadow. So say if you wanted to use like one of the camely brown kind of shades on the lid and then you wanted to dust over, say for example the light champagne, it would just make your lid look wet. It would just look so beautiful. So this is the look that I've created today. It's so, I love it. It's like my perfect kind of look. I'm a huge fan of cool tones anyway, so this is like right up my street. The shadows are supremely easy to work with. They are really, really good quality. The mattes just like blend out. You barely have to do any work. I feel like it would be harder to make the mattes not blend out well than it is to actually make them just blend out well, because they're just so easy to work with, and the palette is so affordable. I think this cost me a couple of pounds. No, maybe I'm exaggerating. I think it was like £4, but it's definitely worth about 15. So I definitely recommend this if you're a fan of fabulous cool tones with a hint of glamour. You know what's funny, right? The word glamour is meant to be like glamorous. It's meant to be like high end and just like all things like expensive. But I always find that like the word glamour is actually quite a cheap, tacky word. It's like, I don't like the word glam. I just think glam is like, oh, God, you glam. Yeah, great. And I know I've said glam in this video, and even as I was saying it, I was almost sick in my mouth, because right, if you love the words glam and glamour, great, like you do you. Like I love the word shenanigan, and that's not everyone's favourite word. The word tampering, oh my gosh, that freaks me out so much. But yeah, glamour, glam. Oh. It's like if someone said to me, do you know what, I'm going to give you an extremely glamorous bedroom, I would say, I don't really want that, thank you. Okay, so I've got another eyeshadow palette, and this is by the Beauty Glaze brand. This one is very different to the one I've just shown. This one is summer personified. So this is called the Melon palette, and as you can see, she is super, super colourful. The formula of the shades is just sensational. I would definitely say that I prefer the metallic formula in this palette than I do in the That's Taupe palette. So like every single one of these shades is like fully fabulous and usable, and oh my gosh, just fantastic. This is so affordable and so worth it. Okay, so next we have another palette by Beauty Glazed. This one again very different from the other two. So this one is called the Mocha palette, and this one is definitely kind of everyday, like very wearable, neutral, but it's extremely kind of warm toned. So if you're a fan of warm tones, this one will be beautiful. The formula's amazing, very affordable, like just easy to work with. Like it costs £4. Like where can you go wrong with this palette? Maybe asbestos poisoning or something, because Beauty Glazed had a situation with asbestos, but I've long since forgiven them. I feel like they've changed their ways. We have to give them a second chance, and I just felt like I had to say that. But anyway, yes, bitch, yes. Okay, so next we have two fabulous lipsticks by the iMagic brand. If you're a fan of lipsticks, and let's face it, like who isn't? Well, Honey's isn't, but I imagine all of you guys probably are. These are a must-have. Even if you just try one, and you're gonna just be completely and utterly addicted. So I'm not sure of the name, but I think it's something like Matte Velvet, which the only criticism I can give these lipsticks is that they're not matte and they're not velvet. They're definitely more of like a sheeny kind of look. No sheeny as in like 80s sheeny, just sheeny as in like very expensive, like sheeny. These remind me of like NARS's Audacious lipsticks, which, oh my gosh, like the quality is exceptional. So I have two shades here. I've got a nudie one in the shade Violet Rose, which is this one, and I've got more of a pink shade, which is called Lotus Love over here. Guys, like honestly, like I could sit here and just like rave about these, but really, I just want to say these are exceptional. They feel high quality, they look high quality, they are just so comfortable, so hydrating, they feel good going on. You know, I feel like you get like an experience as you're applying these, which is just so much fun. So I just have to tell you, right, you've got to check out the iMagic lipsticks. I'll put a picture up here so that you can see which ones they are, but I would definitely recommend just pick up one and then come and thank me later. Actually, don't thank me, I cannot take the credit for this. One of my beautiful subscribers, Kerry, sorry I'm itching, oh my gosh, anyway, one of my beautiful subscribers, Kerry, actually so generously sent these to me when she found out I had COVID. And you know what, I think it was worth me catching COVID because I was introduced to these lipsticks. So, I mean, COVID was nothing. I don't want to say that. I shouldn't say that. But it's nothing more than a cold. But I know that it affects everyone differently and has serious repercussions for many people. So I don't want to undermine it or underestimate anything about coronavirus. But personally speaking, as somebody who had it, nothing more than cold for me. But the best thing about catching COVID was these lipsticks. So okay, so guys, that brings us, I don't know, I decided to do like a funky turn, but anyway guys, that brings us to the end of this favourites video. I do like to do these kind of periodic favourite videos just because I don't really try that much new stuff like these days. But I have tried a lot of stuff in the past, and I like to just bring those products that I'm really enjoying, still using frequently, into one video to let you know about them so that you just know what's good from Aliexpress. But anyway guys, I'm going to go. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!